Good morning students. In today's video we are going to see problems based on real life situations. Okay, self practice 7b. In this first Roman letter answer the following. Your first question is, if x is an integer, what are the next two larger integers? Okay, so first we have to take x is an integer. Okay, it is given in the question. Before doing this type of questions, you have to be very careful while reading the question. Okay, reading the question is very important. Read the problem carefully and decide what numbers are asked for. Can you understand? This is your first step. And your second step is represent the numbers asked for or described in the problem by a variable. Okay, this is your second step. And your third step is write an equation showing the relationships given in the problem. This is your third step. And your fourth step is solve the equation. And your final step is check your result with the requirements stated in the problem. Okay, now we take up different types of problems and show how you can solve them. This is your first type of question. If x is an integer, what are the next two larger integers? Okay, so already it's given that x is an integer, isn't it? If x is an integer, for example, 5 is an integer, isn't it? 5 is an integer number. What is the next number that should be greater, isn't it? Your question is, what are the next two larger integers, isn't it? For example, I have taken 5. What is the next larger integer? 6. How you got this 6? We have added 1 with this, isn't it? So that you are getting 6. Again, to get the another one, we can add plus 1 again to get the next larger integer 7, isn't it? For example, we have used 5. Now in the question we had x, isn't it? So what is the next larger integer? X plus 1. We have to add 1, that's all. Okay, so next two integers are x plus 1, and with this we are going to add 1, isn't it? So that you will get 7. So x plus 1 plus 1 is equal to x plus 2. So next two integers are x plus 1 and x plus 2. Okay children, and your second question is, the integers are given, isn't it? Okay, that too even integer in the second question. So let me write the second question. If x is an even integer we have odd and even. Here in this question even integer is given, and they are asking what are the next two larger even integers. Okay, first we have to take x as an even integer. It is given in the question itself. Okay, so let x is an even integer. According to the question we can consider. Okay, now x is an even integer. So let me consider one example sum. Your example is even integer. So let me consider one even number 4. Okay, what is the next even number? We have to add 2, isn't it? Then only we will get next even number. Otherwise your next number is 5. That is an odd number. Okay, your question is about even integer, isn't it? So we have to add 2 with this. So what about next two even integers? Next two even integers are x plus 2. With this we have to add 2. So you will get x plus 4. Okay, and your next question number 3 is, the sum of two integers is minus 8. sum of two integers is minus 8. This is given in the question. One integer is represented by x. Okay, represent the other integer in terms of x is your question. Okay, represent other integer. That means you have to find other integer in terms of x. Can you understand the question? So how will you represent in terms of x? Already one clue is there. What is that clue? Sum of two integers is minus 8. So let me take the two integers b. Two integers b, x and y. Okay. Now sum of two integers. So x plus y is equal to minus 8. I want to find other integer, isn't it? Other integer is y we have taken. So y is equal to minus 8 plus x can be written as minus x in the opposite side. Okay, so your y value is minus 8 minus x. Otherwise we can say y is equal to minus of x plus 8. Your answer is in terms of x and one constant term. So y is equal to minus of x plus 8 is your answer. This is your C option. And your D option is the difference between a number y and another number is 20. Difference between two numbers. What are all the two numbers? Y and other one. Other one let me take x. Okay, y is already given. Another one I have taken x. So your question is the difference between a number y and other number is 20. So other number can be written as difference between x and 20, y and 20, isn't it? So y minus 20. Other number is x. Okay, so x is equal to y minus 20. That's all your answer. Okay, represent the other number in terms of y is your question. We have expressed x is equal to y minus 20 is your answer. Okay, and your E option is if Priya is n years old now. Okay, Priya is n years old. Okay, this is your first sentence now at present. Okay, how old will she be next year? So, what is Priya's age in the next year? Next year, Priya will be Priya's age. Priya's age will be one number we have to add, isn't it? N years means n plus 1 years. Okay, this is for next year. Okay, this is for at present. I have mentioned in the bracket. And your question is find after 5 years from now. So, after 5 years. After 5 years, Priya will be n plus 5 years. We have to add 5 with this. Okay, and you have another one question. 10 years ago, Priya was, what is her age? Isn't it? 10 years ago. So, we can write 10 years ago, Priya was n minus 10 years. Okay, for example, Priya's age is 25 now. For example, okay, what about the age of 10 years before? 10 years before we have to reduce 10, so 15. Okay, after 1 year, 26. After 5 years, 30. Okay, after 10 years, 35. Okay, for example, I have written. And your next option is F. Over a period of 4 years, a businessman has tripled his yearly profit. If his profit was rupees X at the beginning of this period, what was his period at the end of this period. Okay, this is your question. So we must take profit first. Profit is equal to, we don't know about the profit, so let me consider profit is x rupees, rupees x. Okay, they are asking profit for profit after 3 years. So profit after 3 years is rupees 3x. That's all. Thank you, children.